Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening everyone. Let's introduce our group. We are from group 5 and we will presentation about prosodic and suprasegmental. Okay, before I begin this presentation, I will introduce my partner. The first is Elizabeth and Tia Marsana. Okay, for the first slide, we will discuss by me, Santika. Okay, for the first slide, I will discuss about definition of prosody. What is the definition of prosody? Prosody may reflect various features of the speaker or the utterance. The emotional state of the speaker, the form of the utterance, like a statement, question, or comment. The presence of irony or sarcasm, emphasis, contrast, and focus. Other elements of language that may not be encoded by grammar or choice of vocabulary. Oke, jadi prosody menjelaskan berbagai fitur dari pembicara atau ucapan pembicara. Keadaan emosional pembicara, apakah itu suatu bentuk ucapan pernyataan, pertanyaan, atau perintah. Adanya unsur ironi atau sarkasme, terdapat suatu penekanan, dan unsur bahasa lain yang mungkin tidak dikodekan oleh tata bahasa atau pilihan kosakata. Okay, for the next slide is prosody is the part of phonetic is concerned with stress intonation as opposite to individual sound like as vowels and consonant. A number of prosodic features can be identified as significant and regularly used. The most thoroughly investigate is intonation. But other include stress, rhyme, voice quality, loudness, and tempo. Jadi maksudnya di sini yaitu prosody adalah bagian dari fonetik berkaitan dengan stres atau tekanan dan intonasi suara yang bertentangan dengan suara vokal dan konsonan. Istilah prosody ini digunakan untuk seperti pada fitur pitch yang bisa ditambahkan ke suara tersebut. Biasanya berurutan lebih dari satu suara. Yang paling menonjol pada fitur prosody adalah intonasi, yaitu tekanan, irama, kualitas suara, kenyaringan, dan tempo atau kecepatan suara. Okay, for the next slide is suprasegmental. Suprasegmental prosodic features are suprasegmental. They are not confined to any one segment, but occur in some high range of utterance. Jadi maksudnya di sini yaitu istilah suprasegmental merujuk pada aspek intonasi vokal dan konsonan yang diposisikan. Istilah ini cenderung digunakan oleh suprasegmental ini biasanya digunakan oleh penulis Amerika, sedangkan prosodik sering digunakan oleh penulis Inggris. Dalam suprasegmental ini sering ditekankan pada nada, kenyaringan, tempo, ritme, dan stres atau tekanan suara. Okay, for the next slide, we will discuss by Elisa.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Elizabeth. I would like to explain about the element of prosodic and suprasegmental. And the first one is stress. Word stress is a sound stress that occurs in the syllable. There are three things you need to do to pronounce stress correctly. And the first one, stress syllable should be louder, and the stress syllable should be higher, and the last, the stress syllable should be lower in time. There are two kinds of stress, is primary and secondary. For example, A, stress in two-syllable word. Noun, picture, money, texture, and meaning. And the next adjective, like happy, yellow. Most nouns and adjectives with two syllables usually have stress on the fourth syllables. For example, verb, decide, explain, forget, arrive. And most verbs have stress on the second syllable. B. Stress in longer words, stress in 4 or more syllable words. Stress in 3-syllable words, the stress can be anywhere. And the first one in the beginning, for example, anyone, beautiful, and possible. And the second in middle, for example, computer, tomorrow, and expensive. And the third and the last example, afternoon, employee, Japanese. Stress in 4 or more syllable words, the stress is almost always in the middle of the word. For example, information and communication. And the second is pitch. Pitch is the relative highness or lowness of the tone of a tone perceived by the ear, which depends on the number of vibrations per second produced by vocal cords. Pitch is the main acoustic correlate of tone and intonation. And first, a very individual has a pitch range which can be achieved by adjustment of the vocal cords. And second, by tightening the vocal cords, a person can raise the pitch of the voice. And the third, by loosening them, one can lower vocal pitch. Pitch range can be divided into 3 parts, like low, mid, and high. For example, who are you? What are you doing? Where are you now? Okay, next slide will be explained by Kak Tia. Thank you.
Okay, the next slide will be explained by me. The point is intonation. Intonation is the variation of pitch when speaking. Intonation convey a difference of expressive meaning such as surprise, anger, and weirdness. There are types of intonation: falling intonation, rising intonation, rising falling intonation, and falling rising intonation. The first example, falling intonation. Open the door, please. And WH question example, where are you going? Where are you going? And the next example of yes, rising intonation for yes, no question. For example, are you happy today? And the next take question example, I'm not good enough for that. Am I? The example of rising falling intonation, I love you but you love her. And the last example of falling rising intonation, don't cry. Okay, the next tone. Tone is the use of pitch in language to distinguish its lexical or grammatical meaning. A language is a tone language if the pitch of the word can change the meaning of the word. Languages that are not tone language, such as English, are called intonation language. There are two kinds of tones, register tone and contour tone. Register tone, a tone which its pitch level doesn't change across the syllable. And the second, contour tone, a tone with pitch changing across the syllable, whether from high to lower or vice versa. And the last is length. Length or quantity is a feature of sound that help distinctively extend duration compared with other sound. Length is related with vowel because every word that uses vowel also need length to express the meaning of word. The length sound of syllable word and variable are used in linguistic purpose. For example, vowel length
sit and sit. Syllable length, yes and yes. Maybe enough for me. Thank you.